Right, onward to our first major boss fight. Hopefully the past hour has made me more than ready enough for whatever he's gonna throw us. Though it couldn't hurt to do some more exploring and grab some health before we do our dance with Kraid. Right. Of course we need to find some way to activate the device up on the ceiling before we can get to the other end of this particular hallway. Just another thing to try to remember to come back to after we grab something after an unknown period of time. Another one of those bloody things on the ceiling. Okay, doubt it'll work, but... yeah, that was predictable as hell. Felt worth trying, though I have absolutely no idea why I immediately try it again, after already proving that it's not gonna work. It's not like you can change the speed of your ball form, or that you can alter your angle of approach on a flat surface. So that's just... yeah. Anyway, that's 2 side hallways in a row that have managed to hurt us even more before we get to the bloody boss. Wait, neither of those next 2 doors are on the map? And again, we have a path that is completely blocked off to us in so many ways that it's not even worth trying. I know the boss is the main reason we're down here, but it's beginning to feel like a running gag that so many paths just aren't open to us right now. Or it would be if we were allowed to run in a given direction long enough for a gag to get started. Oh, for God's sakes! Right, well, we're clearly in much worse shape than we started this clip on, but I'm still planning to meet the main boss of the area. Please tell me healing stations are a thing in this game, or that we're gonna find a Chozo statue before we get to Kraid. I suppose in a hallway full of enemies that constantly spawn and drop some health? Yeah, that'll do. Okay, well that went from worrying to fine in a hurry. Guess I'm far too used to things going from fine to fucked a lot faster than that. Is Samus in any way related to the Master Chief? Because I have the distinct feeling a running theme in this franchise is her having a good amount of luck to go with our skill. Well, I'm afraid that map data just showed that the best path to Kraid is a path we just can't take. And good God, this room is a mess. Definitely not a lot of room to try jumping around, that's for sure. It's a goddamn critter convention in here. And even if we manage to climb up here, it's blocked. Just how many times are we gonna run into dead ends around here? Am I just not looking at things the right way, or did they just have fun befuddling players who haven't already figured things out? Well, I suppose I could go to the far right and drop if the room on the far right wasn't impassable for me. Still, I suppose it's worth a look to see if there's some way we can climb to the top of that area there. we try to go to the top right, let's have a try on the door to our immediate left and see if coming from that angle makes us make any more progress. Kinda surprised I managed to avoid getting hurt there. God damn it. Was hoping there'd be something in here that let us activate those things on the ceiling. Or really anything that would let us make some progress from here. Nope. Just another upgrade I can't reach right now. If I was the kind of person who wrote titles for my episodes, this one would probably be titled something like Cockblocked, since it seems to be happening to me over and over again. Again, frustrating but hilarious to a degree. I just wish I had something to say other than I'm annoyed I keep getting blocked off here. There's only so many potential cock-block jokes you can make, especially when the person you're playing as doesn't actually have a cock to block. Just looking at areas we've been blocked off at before and trying to think if there's a way through that I haven't thought of just yet. Kind of wish I was making progress, but it's not like they made things all that clear on how to move forward from this point. And now I'm remembering why I didn't manage to finish that LP of Prince of Persia Sands of Time. If I'm having trouble moving on due to combat, then I feel like I have plenty to say. But if it's due to me getting lost, or knowing where we have to go but not knowing how to get there, that was also a major reason why my attempted playthrough of Star Wars Dark Forces 2 didn't go to completion either. While playing through a game and trying to figure out where to go next can be fun, commenting on it after recording the footage kinda doesn't leave me with too many options. Already tried that, so I've got no idea why I tried it again. That's actually part of my problem, trying to come up with commentary while I'm visibly on screen trying to figure out where to go and how to get there. When I've got the controller in my hand, I'm poking and prodding, trying to figure out just what I need to do in order to make progress, and my mind is pretty active even if it comes back to the same spot a couple of different times. But looking at the footage afterwards, my brain isn't actively trying to figure out how to get from point A to point B. My brain is just basically going, well, I have figured it out eventually, so let's try to kill time until I figure it out on screen. I suppose a live commentary would be able to get around something like that instead of my usual commenting after I've already recorded the footage thing. But when I'm playing a game, I'm generally pretty damn stoked. I'm just concentrated on getting through the recording session, and when I speak, it's in a droll monotone, even if I'm getting absolutely slaughtered. Certainly not anywhere near the level of amusing commentary you'd expect from someone like, say, Soviet Womble or 8-Bit Ryan. Not that I'm saying I want to outright compete against YouTubers that popular. They have more than earned the massive number of subscribers that they have. I'm just saying that if I tried to emulate either of their styles, I'd not only have a relatively small audience, I wouldn't have too much of a personal style to my commentary either, which would make it even harder to draw new people in. I possibly should have started fast-forwarding earlier, since I was just wandering around with no idea what to do and trying the same things over and over again for a while, but I suppose that's part of the game as well. Hell, I'm a little tempted to fast-forward through a good deal of the rest of the clip, since we're technically going over ground that we've already gone through before. But a good deal of the Metroid series involves some measure of backtracking, whenever you hit what feels like a dead end. When you find something that helps you get past that dead end and it becomes a path that you start forgetting was ever a barrier in the first place, well, that can feel like quite an accomplishment, really. But unfortunately, just because I remember that much about the series doesn't mean I remember where the various power-ups are in a given game. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if in the later games we go through, I outright think we should find a suit upgrade that just isn't in that particular installment of the series at all. As much as I enjoy the series, it all kind of blurs together to a degree. Definitely seeing an improvement over how I move around, but I've still got some room to grow. Sorry about that, Samus. Hopefully, we'll be able to climb the upraised area on the far right. I know there's an upraised Chozo statue there that we can't activate from the other side. So maybe it'll point to something on the map that'll give us some hint what we need to do to get the crate. Assuming, of course, that we're even allowed to have indicators from multiple Chozo statues on at once. Okay, starting to get the sense that either I do a very terrible job of memorizing layouts in the 2D games, or I'm just abusing the map button because the backgrounds in this one aren't all that convincing that I'm making progress going in a given direction. Sure, the 2D backgrounds for this game give more of a sense of identity to a given area overall, but they don't really help you get the sense that you're actually moving from one part of that area to another all that well. The previous room had the exact same ghost-like purple rocks in the background, while the terrain in a given room is certainly unique enough in terms of layout. Certainly a hell of a lot more variety in what we're likely to have to navigate around compared to, say, the original Mass Effect. The fact that the backgrounds are the same, kind of wears down my eyes a little. Of course, this is the guy who typically plays 3D shooters and other action titles, and doesn't feel all that interested in most 2D games, especially when I was growing up. Maybe the backgrounds are perfectly fine considering the limits of the handheld console. When I'm actually playing, I don't even notice those backgrounds. When I'm commenting, it tires my eyes out pretty damn fast. Son of a bitch, we're gonna need something more than just the ice beam to climb that high. Well, there goes that idea on how to make some more progress. Guess it's back to the area crate to see if I missed something last time. And since I'm once again directionless, let's speed up the footage for a little bit. I know, not much point in saving when we've made no progress since last time. Still, we've moved around a lot, and this isn't the kind of screw-up I'm just gonna sweep under the rug. If it was something like me dying multiple times due to the exact same enemy or circumstances, then I'd remove all but the first and possibly an especially entertaining failure. But me having a hard time figuring out where to go next in a game like this, I will completely own up to that. Especially since I damn well know that was a risk I was taking when I decided to do an LP of the Metroid series. Yeah, looking at the map to Craig's area isn't making me any more aware of what we need to do to make progress. Didn't think it would make a difference to take another look, but it was worth a shot looking anyway. At the very least, the top right unexplored part of that area felt a little suspicious to me. That's as good a place as any to try, and as long as there are still areas that it feels like I can try, I won't have to resort to checking any online walkthroughs for that next push forward. Right. Of course there's absolutely nothing in here. Is it just me, or does the sped-up music in this area sound like something you might play on a violin? Okay, not too sure why I didn't bother trying to drop down to grab the thing that's sitting at the bottom of that particular room. At the very least, that would have helped make the long trip back this far feel somewhat worth it. Again, I'm just taking far too much unnecessary damage. Not that these very basic enemies are a threat even when they hit us, but still, you'd think I'd have learned to avoid taking that much damage by now. Well, this music sped up certainly changes the tone of it quite well. It's gone from creepy to actually kind of heroic. Not that I feel all that heroic right now when we're wandering around aimlessly and occasionally slipping into acid pools. I'm pretty sure even the Joker from Batman would think we've gone into the acid a few times too many. Okay. Just what am I missing here? Because it feels like there's something important here. There we go. Some actual progress to some new rooms. Embarrassing that it took me this long to figure it out, but hey, it's not like we're racing against the clock here. I'm not looking for trophies, just hoping to have some fun as we get the job done with Samus here. Right. Of course that block breaks due to our weight, not any of the shots or explosions we caused from below it. Just how much does that suit weigh, anyway? I'm tempted to guess anywhere from 500 to 1,000 pounds. Hard to say for sure from this kind of art style. Okay, why aren't we allowed to drop to that spot with a save point in it? Is it just something we need a different angle to approach? Because I was under the impression that save rooms are supposed to be more accessible than that. Okay, looks like we need to activate that thing on the ceiling if we want to come back the way we came in. There's another cannon to launch us up if we want to. Okay, now I'm just downright baffled. Did I somehow manage to take a wrong turn in one of those hallways? Because it doesn't look like there's anything to grab in the room with the acid pool in it. Right, I guess we're using the cannon. That was certainly well hidden to the point of frustrating. Though I think we've established that things don't have to be that well hidden to frustrate me. At the very least, we've made it very clear I'm not going to be fighting Kraid in this clip. Possibly the next one, then. Okay, activated the things on the ceiling now, and we've got an energy tank for our trouble. Definitely a good point to save and call it a day, though I could have done without the last second attack from behind.